Good morning, my lovelies, and welcome back to the Guiding Chariot, and welcome to your first pick a card reading of the week. I say first because I've had so many ideas on what I wanted this reading to be about, what I think you guys need to hear, all kinds of things. So honestly, you're probably going to get a few because I wanted to do so many things today. With that being said, the thing that I think really has stood out the most to me, and not only just me, like a lot of people I know have kind of been dealing with similar things. A lot of stuff has been going on with chakra alignment and how our energy is flowing and where it's really affecting us, not only in our body, but the chakras govern so many different things. So I thought we would do our first pick a card for the week on that exact energy. Ooh. I'm not going to make this a pick a card, but relationships just popped out, so definitely could be a big focus for a lot of people, definitely on people's mind, and this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic relationships, although it probably is, but it doesn't have to be, right? It can be any type of soul connection we're having. It also could be healing around these things that are keeping us blocked from moving forward. So we'll take this as a general advice for everybody. And it's also sacral chakra when we're talking about relationships. We're just you can hang out in the back here. So sacral chakra, that governs, yes, it's a pleasure center for sure. We'll just leave it at that. But that's also where a lot of our creativity comes from as well, right? Because that's where we create, literally where we create. So there could be healing that needs to happen to allow you to have that creative force kind of flow through you again. Obviously lots of sexual energy in there as well, but again, that's creation energy. It's all kind of related when you think about it. And I feel like along with that there may be some abundance flow that also may be getting blocked. So major healing around relationships. And remember, a lot of times I feel like your relationship with yourself can also be included with that, right? Because especially when we deal with lower chakra stuff, I myself recently, lots of lower chakra stuff that I really need to work on for me right now. Not fun stuff, but necessary stuff. With that coming up as well, there's a big sense of who you are, what you're doing, what your purpose is. So if that's blocked, it really can affect a lot of things, especially if we get root chakra in there as well, because root chakra is where we feel secure, right? So if we don't feel grounded, if we don't feel safe, we're just going to be panicky and reactive all the time. I feel like it's good. I feel like I'm shuffling out of habit. That's not it. There it is. All right. So along with relationships, these will be our pick a cards for this morning. So we'll do, I know it's going to look reversed, but I dealt them in the wrong way. So stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. So timestamps down below, click the one that you are feeling most drawn to, and we'll get into your reading. I'll see you soon. And hello, stack 1. All right, so I left the relationships card in there because I feel like it's gonna touch everyone a little bit this week, or this week, whatever. Oh, stack 1s. I can tell this reading's already going to be special. So we talked about relationships already, and some of them could be romantic. You guys, it definitely is here when we talk about heart chakra, but it's specifically the expression of love. So, and honestly, the first thing that kind of comes to me seeing that card is loving you. Like there's a lot of self-love that needs to happen. So, especially for those of you out there who are single, looking for new relationships or looking to heal connections in a new, in something that just started, not, or actually there may even be existing relationships that are starting to suffer. I think a big core of that is a lot of self-love issues and how you, and not in the sense where like, oh, you have to, treat yourself and take that extra bubble bath and, go buy that thing, whatever. Not in that way, but there's a lot of self-acceptance and truly accepting and loving and appreciating who you are, in this body today, right? There's a lot of, maybe I want to say self-acceptance more than I want to say self-love, but that definitely is a way of loving yourself, right? So because along with that comes with how you treat yourself, right? If you don't view yourself very well, if you don't love yourself very much, you know, you'll probably, you know, be really critical and say really harsh things. You'll probably not treat yourself in the highest regard, you know, not do what's right and what's best for you and serves your highest good. And that all those things literally demonstrate to others around you how to treat you, right? If you don't treat yourself well, why would anyone else treat you well? They're going to treat you the exact same way they see you treating yourself. So I think there is some opening that has to happen in the heart chakra, but I do think a lot of it has to do with you. It's more internal versus you blocking love coming in, because with the love card coming up, I think it's already kind of present on your mind. Obviously, relationships flew out at the start of this, so it's not that. What deck are we going to use? Sorry, I'm like grabbing another deck while we're chatting. We're going to do you. I think a lot of this is really embracing love for yourself and inside of yourself, and then honestly, that sends out a vibration that will be mimicked in the reality, right? So I think that's where most of that healing lies for your heart chakra. Oh, babies, I just want to give you all a big old hug. But I would say really take a look at what your inner dialogues sound like. Take a look at what you do for yourself, how you treat yourself. I feel a lot of it. I feel like it's what you say to yourself for some odd reason. Like if we pulled another card and throat chakra came out, I feel like, oh, okay. Oh, we got two. Stop it. Look at that. Put you guys on the side. First card out, inner voice. Right there. So speak very kindly to yourself, my lovely friends. Like, you deserve it. You definitely have, I feel like you give yourself less credit than you deserve. So the prompt reads, thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. That's your higher self talking to you. And you know your higher self wouldn't talk to you, you know, in a rough or aggressive way. Like, that's not a thing. We don't want that. And look, honor your beauty. So a lot of this actually may be physical, right? So, you know, we may be trying to get healthier and fitter. We may be comparing ourselves to couples we see or past relationships and being really hard and critical on ourselves. Like, I could never do that. I could never be that. I'm not good enough for that. Please don't do any of that to yourself, because it literally is just punishing you just for the sake of feeling pain. Like, do not do that. And look at the synchronicity. This particular angel also covered in green. Hi, heart chakra. How you doing? How you loving yourself? Archangel Jophiel. Thank you, Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty. Yes. And, you know, that mirrors what we were saying earlier about the inner being reflected in the outer. So again, if you don't think you're valuable, how is anyone else going to find it? Right? So there's a lot of healing around, literally, I'm just going to call it, like, literally self-acceptance and finding the beauty that is in you now, right? Like, it's not about, well, you know, and I'll just make some simple examples. It's not about, sorry, picking another deck. You can tell I was just doing this by full inspiration. Like, what was I saying? Yeah, if I make like a really simple example, it's not like, oh, I'll be, you know, worthy to date and cute enough to get a partner, you know, after I drop 20 pounds. You're like, no, you are completely deserving and worthy of doing that right now, today, in this body. You know, and does that mean it's, you know, a bad thing to lose 20 pounds? No, of course not. You know, health is always going to be super important. And that's kind of what I was getting to earlier when I said, you know, when you love yourself, you're going to do what's best for you, right? Like, having an active lifestyle and, you know, keeping yourself healthy and fit is a form of self-love, right? Because you deserve to have a fit and active body. You deserve to be fueled by the right type of food, right? You know, versus than just filling yourself with whatever and not enjoying life, right? Okay, so bottom of the deck, 4 of water. This would be the 4 of cups. So feeling regret, looking at the negative, right? With the 4 of wands, we're holding on to heavier heavier emotions, right? And a lot of times they're so heavy that we can't see the good, right? We're just solely looking at all the wonky stuff, all the tough stuff, and we miss the blessings around us. Literally the first two cards out, Ten of Fire and Ten of Earth. So Ten of Fire is that burden energy, right? That's all those contracts we made with ourselves. That's all those burdens and extra stresses that really don't need to be there, right? But I love in this particular deck, you can see she's literally burning all those contracts. To me, I think this is a lot of that inner stuff that needs to be healed, and you lighting them on fire, letting them go. They don't serve me, they don't do anything, because this is your reality. Ten of Earth, you are abundant, you are enough, right? So all the lies that people have told you, that you've clung to, all the doubt and fear that has, created some inner dialogue within you, burn all of that up. It's all lies. It's literally all lies. Oh my God. I love that. Honestly, I love that. And like I said, seeing that tells me that this work is happening. And I think it's just about consistency. It's about you really being like, you know what, I am beautiful, right? I am capable. I am enough. And you just have to stay on that. We have the Seven of Earth here. So yes, card of patience and waiting to reap the benefits, but this is the consistency bit. We have to keep going. We have to hold on to it. We need to continue down that road. Okay, we're gonna go deeper. You know me, we're not stopping there. I just got less space now. All right, yep. So we will go from the 7 to the 8. So again, I know you're doing this work. So this is stuff you've probably already started, at least already been thinking of, right? Maybe we've been in planning stages and now we're really starting to act, if we haven't already. So you're already doing this work. So take this as confirmation that this is worth it, right? Like I'll go back, I'll just use my weight example just to keep that going through. This is that energy, like you're going in the right direction, you're doing the right thing. Because a lot of that type of stuff takes time. Unfortunately, we can't have one salad and drop 20 pounds. I wish it were that easy. Good Lord. I'd have salad every day. But so this is kind of the confirmation that yes, we may not see it now, but this is the right thing. Do it. Keep going. Stay committed. Because you went from the 7 to the 8, and now you have the 9. I have used this deck many times. I promise I shuffle it every time. So for 7, 8, 9 to be all in a row, very significant, right? And then 9 is reaching this sense of independence and strength and confidence in yourself. This is you fully believing you are enough, right? It's one thing to say it and one thing to want it and hope for it. It's another to truly own it and adopt it, right? And yep, I am. And then we have patience. This is the Temperance card. So again, there's this divine alignment that's happening for you, right? So, and it's funny, we have patience coming out right underneath the Seven of Earth. So, patience in your daily physical life being reflected in universal energies here, because this is the major, right? Okay, we're gonna do one more row, because I'm not ready to call it quits yet. Oh, yes. All right. So that 4 of water in the bottom, and then here we have the 3. So that emotional space getting a little less heavy, right? 3 of water is celebration, friendship, connection, right? There may be some support for this particular area, right? There may be a team to keep you motivated, keep you supported, keep you going. Then we have the World card, completion of this cycle, right? Making it through. Sorry, I hope you can still hear me over something just drove by. But even look at how the World card is depicted in this deck, right? It's all about alignment, right? So it's almost like as your world aligns, right? Everything follows suit. Everything starts to flow. And there's even a keyhole up on I'm going to say that's the sun. We're going to say that's the sun. Why not? But there's a keyhole, right? So things are locked, but literally, you come into alignment, everything opens up. And then we have the Hierophant coming out at the very end. So major card for Taurus. We are in Taurus season, so I think it's really about doing this in the present, right? Because we've been talking about, it's about self-acceptance and self-love. It's in the present, in the now. But this is also a card of commitment and dedication, right? Serving yourself, sticking to it, right? You're worth it. You're worth it, so you should continue doing it, right? Don't give up yet. Stay true, stay strong. And I mean, I'm going to say it again, stay committed. Like, just keep going. And it's because you deserve this. Don't let the doubt, don't let the fear, don't let the hesitation, don't let the funky inner voice try and talk you out of this. Because, again, that's ego just trying to keep you where you are and hold you in place. And you are meant to connect. You are meant to express. You are meant to love, right? But you have to do that for yourself first and let go of this fear or feelings where you maybe feel, looked over or abandoned or neglected. Let all of that stuff go. The reason I say that, because now that I've picked this card up, underneath it is the Five of Earth. So feeling like you're on your own. And if people have made you feel that way, they weren't meant to be there, right? They didn't appreciate you the way you should be. And part of that may be because you're not appreciating yourself the way you should be. So lots of emotional healing, definitely lots of heart chakra. If you're into crystal work, because I've been doing the same thing and meditating with a lot of my crystals, almost anything green. Like, I love malachite for heart chakra. Even a amazonite would be great for you. If you're drawn to moonstone is great for emotional healing. I put it in the video because I've been using it so much. But golden healer, great for all chakras. It literally helps to align everybody. So this is a great stone and a kind of great catch-all if we want to open everything up. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, great positive message, a lot of heart healing, and a lot of self-acceptance going on. All right. So, but remember, you are enough, you are deserving, and you are so worthy. Do what's right for you and do what's best for you. Okay. I love you guys. I'm going to wrap up your reading there. As always, I am wishing you the best. Take care. If you like this reading, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what stack you chose. I would love to hear how many people get each one. Oh, sorry, I might get a little loud. And if you're new, welcome. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when your next reading comes out. And until next time, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in your next reading. Hi, stack number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you'll see I left the relationship in because I think that's going to connect in some way to everybody. So take that as it resonates. But let's get into your spread. All right. Look at that. So you guys got throat chakra, but in specific connection to communication. Oh, maybe I got my nails done for you guys. I got a lot of blue going on in there. So communication, yes, about messages. And it goes both ways, receiving and expressing, right? So this could be an indication that communication is, maybe blocked. Maybe it's not flowing, especially if this is in regards to a connection with another person. So things may not be coming, whether they're not being, responsive. You may be holding things back. There may be a need in you to be more authentic and express your truth. And for some reason, we feel like we can't do that. For you guys especially, because we do have Mercury retrograde coming up at the end of this month, right? I think it goes... we're probably going to, not probably, we will be in pre-shadow soon. I believe retrograde happens on the 29th, if I'm remembering correctly. Sorry, grabbing a deck. I believe it's the 29th. So you guys especially, if you're having trouble finding your voice and finding your authenticity, and also finding the courage to express, for whatever reason, like, I'm not trying to call anyone out. This could be making it very challenging. You may have whoever you're dealing with, again, doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but could be, could be family, could be parents, could be, whoever. Maybe you're trying to choose a life path, right? But someone is very aggressive in their opinion, and they, tell you what they think all the time, and that can be an intimidating, presence to try and be like, well, actually, no, I really want to do this. I want to get into that. So there may just be this fear about speaking your truth and what may come of it, what people will think of that. And with that being said, if there's love there, that shouldn't be a problem, right? So you should be able to freely express. And if it's what's right for you, you should be grounded and secure in that. So even if someone has something to say, be like, it's my life though, so I'm gonna do what makes me happy. I'm gonna serve myself, because me living your dreams doesn't help either one of us. I'll be miserable because I had to, you know, put mine on the shoulder lane, and it doesn't serve you because this is your dream and you're not the one doing it, right? Oh, you guys got 3. We got an extra one. We're keeping them all though. So first one out, you have Earth Angel. Yes. So with Earth Angel, a lot of times I see this as someone in the physical, someone present there. It could be anyone. I don't know why I want to say grandma. Grandma is like, literally grandmother is just like in my head. So I don't know why. So maybe this is literally specifically speaking to your grandmother. Maybe, you know, that was a connection that you had where you felt safe to be yourself and express and just let go. And, you know, grandma wouldn't care. Grandma loved you regardless. Grandma just let you be. But seeing this Earth Angel there does make me feel like someone in the physical is allowing you to just be you and be expressive. Or this is someone you look up to, right? You see them living the way you'd like to live, right? And you kind of model yourself after them. Use them as inspiration. They were courageous to just be authentic enough. You can do the same, right? And I also think you can go to this person to talk to them, to connect with them. You know, how wise, you know, how did you, you know, just let go and trust that it was going to be okay. Great thing. Oh, I see this card so many times. It's a great card though. So you have the Miracle of Forgiveness here. So this, I kind of picked up there may be an energy of someone who is aggressive in their opinion. I don't think they're necessarily aggressive towards you, right? For most of you, I really don't get that. But you know, they are very open and speak their mind, and their opinion may just, you know, be in conflict with yours, and it's hard. And, you know, it does make it harder to stand up and be, you know, speak up for yourself with someone who's so dominant, especially if you're not, you know, if you're not on that same kind of wavelength, right? So to me, I didn't even read the prompt to you. I'm so sorry. So prompt reads, thank you, Jeremiah, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know. I just needed to read that for you guys. But anyway, like I was saying before, this person, honestly, I don't feel that they're sending anything that's literally aggressive or angry or hateful towards you. They just have an opinion, right? And their opinion differs from yours. That is okay. To me, this level of forgiveness is kind of the acceptance and the understanding. That's how you feel. That's fine. That's okay. But just know, I want something different for my life. I want something better for me, right? Doesn't make you wrong, doesn't make me right. That's just the way it is, and I can let that go because that's just how you feel, you know. But as long as we, you know, can be open about it and we're respectful, all of that is good, right? Now, if things get crazy, that's a sign where you probably just have to like put some separation there, right? Because you should never be sacrificing your dreams and your desires for anyone, right? It is your life, right? So even if this is like a parent, right? We're just gonna go there. You know, if a parent like wants you to be a doctor and you want to be a photographer, you know, like it's not gonna serve anyone for you to live someone else's dreams. All right, my loves. And then you have Signs from Heaven. Thank you, Heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. So a lot of times I talk about dreams with this card because, you know, it's an image of someone sleeping in a bed. For you, I honestly don't think it's going to be coming through dreams. It may be, but for me, the Signs of Heavens makes me think of like little reminders and little tokens you find along your way, because I'm more drawn to the feathers, if that makes sense. So like finding feathers in your path, finding coins in your path, right? Could be anything of significance, or like little synchronicities, like maybe you're talking to someone about cardinals, and then, you know, walking away, a cardinal shows up, right? So little things like that, little synchronicities, you know, that's Spirit's little heads up. That's your Earth Angel. That could be your ancestors being like, I heard you, I see you, that's good, that's cool, I'm with you on that, right? So I think that's where this Signs from Heaven is coming through, more so than the dream space. Not ruling it out, but I'm just saying, keep your head open, and maybe keep your head open, but keep your eyes open for those little synchronicities and things. So, and if you utilize angel numbers a lot, could also be angel numbers. I have a friend that's all about ladybugs whenever she sees a ladybug. So whatever those signals are for you, that is spirit, especially your earth angel, connecting with you and letting you know, I'm here. Yes, whatever you were just doing, whatever you were just thinking about, that's the thing I want you to process. Okay. All right. So, yes, bottom of the deck, 8 of fire, messages. You are definitely getting messages. You are definitely getting messages and guidance. Hands down, no doubt about it. All right. So, first card's out. We have the Tower here. And honestly, this Tower does not feel scary, but it's just a crumbling, right? We just got to let some things go. So, I would almost be prepared for things to fall apart. Not in a big, dramatic, painful way, but things need to change, right? There's some type of barrier that's keeping you from expressing, that's keeping your authentic thoughts from being able to, leave your brain and actually exist in the world. Whatever that barrier is, needs to fall and will fall, right? So whether you help it along and make it easier, or you just, decide to hole away where it's, safe and comfortable, it's probably the most dangerous thing to do, stay in a building is about to fall down. But, to each their own. You have free will, you can do what you want. That's me being sarcastic. But all of that's going to fall down, and deservedly so. With this 9 of Earth, this is a huge card of confidence and really understanding your value and your worth. This is what's being blocked. This is why that Tower has to fall down. But having this 9 of Earth show up here in this top row, which is almost kind of like your recent past, you are there. Like, you have what you need. It's not like you, how do I want to describe it? It's not like you're like an 8-year-old, wanting to, when I grow up, I want to da-da-da-da-da. You're already at a place where that can happen, right? And you've already kind of been working on it internally, maybe secretively, whatever this thing is. Those thoughts didn't just pop out of nowhere yesterday, like they've been in there. But it's kind of like you already have the understanding of who you are, what you want to be, what you want to do, right? This isn't something that you just, picked up on a whim. It's not flighty. Like this is true, all right? And then we have the 2 of Earth, the decision on what to do about it. That's really what it is. Like, you're balancing options. A lot of that has to do with the chakra too. Like, what do I pick? Do I pick what I want? Do I pick what, I've been told I should pick? What others think I'm right? Oh, yes. Oh. That's honestly the best card I could have seen pop up. So, we have the Ace of Air. Clarity, understanding, again, another signal of messages. But to me, this Ace of Air is you speaking up, right? You find the freedom to be like, you know what? This is you making the choice. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. Beautiful. Positive, positive, positive card. And then you also have the Fool card. So you are starting a whole new adventure, stack 2. Whole new adventure. Whether this Fool card is just literally blowing your own horn. Look at that. I was going to say that, then I looked and I was like, there's literally someone blowing a horn. So whether this is you blowing your own horn and just living your authentic self and living your truth, whether this is committing and following a dream and making something happen, whether it's a new job, a new partner, just I love this person, I want to be with this person. Whatever this is you starting that beginning. This is you finding your expression, finding your freedom, and living your truth. You do have the 5 of Fire, which would be the 5 of Wands, so there is some conflicting energy. To me, the 5 of Fire is conflictive, right? But it's not like the 5 of Swords, which is combative, right? So, because sometimes this 5 of Fire can still be like friendly competition, where people are just trying to be on the top. I'm not trying to sabotage anyone. I just want to be the winner, right? We're all running this race together, but that doesn't mean we have to trip each other. It's just I want to get there. So here, I think this is really that tension that we feel might happen, but the fact that it's the 5 of Fire, it's just opinion, which is fine. So it's just I'm going to throw mine in the ring now. So now there's like one more ingredient in this pot. There's one more voice trying to tell this story. So there may be some, rebuttal at that, with that, but it's not going to attack you. It's not going to be malicious. It's not going to be dark, right? There's still love underneath it. So someone might speak up and it might be uncomfortable right at first. Respectively just let them be, let them do their thing while you do the same. Just do your own thing. And it honestly, there's still going to be, look at that. Look at stop. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I talked about the Five of Swords. Five of Swords came out at the end. We're going to talk about it after. So we'll come back to those two because we'll talk about them together. It's so funny I mentioned it, and then there she is. Okay, so Patience card. This is divine timing. These are fated and destined events, right? When we get patience. This is, again, kind of, I'm trying to think how do I want to word this. Honestly, actually, I know exactly how I want to word this. This is just about giving it time, like I was saying, right? Patience. Let it sort it out. I would almost argue this Earth Angel, like let's say this is, I can't get away from grandmother with that Earth Angel card. I can't. But let's say that is grandmother, and maybe you're afraid of what parents are going to say about this. This is like this Temperance card popping up with Earth Angel. That's literally your guardian being, don't worry, I'll sort them out. I'll touch their heart and cool their fires. You just do you, right? You just bask in your own light here with this Sun card, right? It's all going to be okay. No matter how scary it looks, no matter how wonky it may seem, no matter how intimidated maybe you're feeling, worried or anxious your mind is, it is all going to be okay. It literally is all going to be okay. Now we've got these two lovelies to look at. All right? So 5 of fire, 5 of air, 5 of wands, 5 of swords, respectively. Right? And I talked about how 5 of air, this particular 5 of air is more combative than the 5 of fire. In this particular deck, though, this is so not as severe as it could be. Now, this to me kind of, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, kind of does confirm you're gonna speak your truth. Someone's gonna have something to say about it. Someone's gonna have something to say about it. But honestly, let them, because their truth is not your truth. Like, know that right out the gate. Their truth is not your truth. If they have opinions, fine. You can have your opinion. Go for it. But it really doesn't mean anything to my life. I can listen to it. If I like it, I can, process it and see what I want to do with that. But if it's not in alignment with my desires, if it's not in alignment with what I feel is best for me and serves me and serves this new version of my life that I'm trying to create here, I don't have to take that with me. And you really don't. You truly, truly don't, right? So to me, this 5 of air is getting sorted through that conflict in your mind, right? Sorting all of that out, really understanding what is yours, what's not, what belongs to them, what belongs to you. Most of what's going to come out because of you speaking up does not belong to you. Absolutely does not belong to you, right? There's so much more good coming in that you should be open and receptive to, and expect, and I mean it, expect it. Don't just, it'd be nice if someone said something nice, or if I found an opportunity to, nope, it's coming. It legit is coming. The whole point of this message was about this reading was about messages coming in. And actually, even underneath that, you have the 6 of air, which is 6 of swords, things getting easier, you moving on. For some of you, this might even be travel, right? Like, you may want to be going somewhere. This may be, if this tension is really hot, this might be you moving and creating that distance. We talked about that earlier too, right? But it's all to serve your desire. Oh my God, look, 2 aces underneath there. It's all to serve your desire, right? Your belief in self, your belief in what's right, and finding your abundance, right? Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, lots of throat chakra healing for you, my friends. Finding your truth, finding your authenticity, and speaking it, right? Sending it out in the world. So I happened to mention with stack 1, so I might as well do it with stack 2. I've recently been doing a lot of crystal work, which is why this is coming out. But pretty much anything blue would be a great stone for you. I know for me, throat chakra, I kind of immediately go to sodalite. It doesn't have to be. But pretty much any blue stone. A lot of like the deeper blue stones, like even like lazulite, even though it's a little more psychic, in what it does, but that's another great stone for really speaking your truth. And honestly, with all these messages coming in, especially from your earth angel, the lazulite and opening up will help you to receive that, right? Then it really could be dream space if you start working with the lazulite. Another great one for throat chakra, and one that I use a lot specifically, I used to always wear it if there was like a work meeting or there was something I wanted to do at work, and especially if it was like during a retrograde, I would wear Corsicola, like Corsicola jewelry on me, or Chrysocolla. I think I always call it Corsicola, but I think it's Chrysocola. But this is an example. A lot of times it grows in malachite, so you'll see some like green bits in there, but it's the blue that's the Chrysocolla. I always love this because Cleopatra used to, I think I talked about it in the video I did on Mercury retrograde. This was months ago. It was an older video. But I talked about how Cleopatra would always wear Chrysocolla jewelry when she was doing negotiations or debates, because it has this beautiful way of you getting your point across and having people listen and be receptive to it. So especially if you think you're going up against this combative energy, that would be a great stone to work with. Maybe if you have a piece or find a piece, slip it in your pocket, when you have that conversation. It doesn't have to be jewelry, but having that on you might be super helpful. Little sneaky tricks for me to you. It's our little secret. But yeah, anything to help with throat chakra will just help to give you that openness to just be like, you know what, this is my truth. I can't hide anymore. I don't want to be somebody else, right? I need you to understand this is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I'm going after, right? Regardless of what you think, right? Because again, we're gonna shatter some walls. So that's why I want to be honest and tell you up front. Like it may not just be, hey, I'm gonna do this, and everyone shouts up and cheers. You may get some backlash. That's fine. Let them. That's just gonna be their reaction. Give them some time. They'll come around. Those who don't, just create a little distance. You don't have to have them around. They don't have to be there to see you rise and see you find your success and find your authenticity. They don't need to be there then. They really don't. All right, my loves, I'm going to wrap up your reading there. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Remember, focus on your truth. Focus on your truth. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. As always, I love hearing from you, so if you like this video or like this message, please be sure to smash the like button, leave a comment down below, especially if you have ideas on other pick-a-card topics you'd like to do. Honestly, I think we're going to do a few. I legit think we're going to do a few this week because I'm just like, I want to do this, I want to do that. So stay tuned. With that said, if you're new, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you can see when the next pick-a-card reading pops up. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Hello, stack number 3. Welcome to your reading. You'll see I left the relationships card in because I feel like that's kind of going to be general for everyone in some way, so take that as it resonates. But let's get into it. Ooh, babies. Divine wisdom. So this is Soul Star Chakra energy. This is some big, this reading is going to be lit. I'm going to tell you that right now. So Soul Star, to put it simply, if you don't really know what the Soul Star is, Soul Star exists above your crown chakra. It's kind of like, we talk about like third eye, using your psychic ability and crown chakra, both of those kind of opening up your intuition, allowing you to receive messages. Soul Star is kind of like the chakra that links those upper chakras to the universe. Like it connects you to universal wisdom, right? So you getting divine wisdom here, you are so tapped in, like crazy connected. So with that being said, if you have been seeking guidance or counsel outside of yourself, or maybe even doubting yourself. So you're like, let me reach outwards, let me go elsewhere, let me ask, let me just rely on others at this moment. Honestly, you're neglecting a huge resource. Honestly, I would say the best thing you could do for yourself right now is check in, is listen to that inner voice. Find some time just to sit in a quiet, still place, and you can ask yourself those questions and listen to what that voice has to say. I'm not kidding. You are so connected here with Soul Star Chakra being activated, specifically Divine Wisdom. Like this deck, it's not like one card per chakra. There's a couple cards for each. This, like, for sure that's a big one, let me tell you. I'm gonna leave it at that. But whether this has to do with relationships or not, remember, but whatever guidance you've been seeking, whatever clarity you've been seeking, you honestly have access to it. And I think a big part of what is kind of coming through, because this is confirmation that you know what needs to happen, right? It's about trusting that, right? It's about trust, like, I felt the nudge, I felt the call to do this, or I feel like I should do that, and trusting it, not like, oh, let me get a second opinion, or I don't know, maybe that's a little uncomfortable, let me see what else I could do. Like, no. Trust that that's what you gotta do. That's literally what... Ooh. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Shine your light, Archangel Uriel. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me share my light with the world. Yes. So, and I mean, you also got an Archangel. Like, you're getting help from an Archangel. This ain't no run-of-the-mill angel, right? It's not Becky from accounting. Like, just... I'm not going to stop there. We're going to get a few more. But, oh. Friends. So again, complete major downloads. You are totally being guided to the solutions you need, the clarity you're seeking, the understanding you desire. But you've gotta trust it. You've gotta trust it. Oh, there we go. The spirit animal. So you may be experiencing synchronicities with animals. You may be, if you have a particular connection with an animal, they may be presenting yourself. Again, same kind of message from the physical world, like trust, follow the guidance. Prompt reads, thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. Yes, so definitely animal spirits coming to help you, whether it's in the physical or in dream space, possibly, because we have this, literal spirit in the back. I feel like it's going to be more physical. Excuse me, I felt that one coming. It's probably going to be 2 more, because I always get them in 3s. Oh my god, stop it. Okay, anyway. That'll sort itself out. I do feel like this is going to be more in the physical, where... almost there. Where, like for me, I always have this connection with butterflies. It was a thing between me and my dad. So, like, if I'm thinking about something and a butterfly, like, they'll literally, like, fly up in my face. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, anytime like that where something forces you to take a pause, like, forces you to pay attention, I definitely take that personally as a big sign. So I feel like that's kind of what's going to be happening to you. You'll be thinking about something big, or maybe feeling anxious, and you'll look up and you'll see, and again, don't be like, oh, someone was walking his dog. Like, if you don't have a, significant connection with dogs, or maybe with a particular breed, it's going to be something outstanding, right? It's not just like, oh, look, there's a thing. Because there's animals everywhere, right? We've got birds flying, people walking pets, bugs, they're everywhere. So it's definitely one that you have a significant connection to, showing up and presenting itself. Those little synchronicities are not coincidences. They are trying to get your attention. They're trying to circle you back. All right, my friends. So big thing. Let me get some water. Hold on. All right, we're back. Hello again. Oh. Where were you? Okay, here we go. We'll use you. Come here. right, my loves. Oh. I just want to like write trust all over the screen. Like you know what's up. You really do. Alright, ooh. So bottom of the deck, King of Water. So even your emotional space. So I always think of the King of Water. This energy feels everything, knows everything, but he's in charge of the emotions. The emotions aren't running him. He's in control. One thing to look out for with the King of Water, I was going to say King of Wands. A lot of times he feels a lot of things, but he doesn't. Oh my God. Okay. You don't have to worry about what I'm about to say. He feels everything, but a lot of times he doesn't vocalize it, right? He keeps it all inside. He just feels them, and that's kind of where they stay. I don't have to worry about that with you. Literally, this first card answered that question. So you have the Call card. This is Judgment. This is Phoenix energy. So this is rebirth. This is you stepping into your calling. Hence, it's called the Call, right? So I do not have to worry about that for you at all. And look at that. You have the 10 of Water as well as the 10 of Fire. 10 of Water is my happily ever after card. Like that's you finding peace in your life. That's you having full emotional contentment and fulfillment, right? You know, that's the husband, wife, 2.5 kids and a dog and a picket fence and the green yard. That, you know, that's the dream come true. And then 7 of Fire, to me with the 7 of Fire, which would be the 7 of Wands, that's you standing in your uniqueness, standing in your authenticity, right? Some of you, I feel like this particular reading may have a connection to psychic abilities and kind of sharing that with people or being open about it, right? Not saying you have to do it for a business, but just kind of be like, this is how I'm going to live my life. This is what makes me happy doing this, right? So I'm just throwing that out there. It doesn't have to be, but looking at the 7 of Fire and thinking about, you know, we got Spirit Animal, we got Archangel Uriel, you're definitely tapped into Divine Wisdom. So for some reason, I feel like part of your calling in this life has to do with some psychic gifts, right? So again, doesn't necessarily have to be doing it as a business. You can do it just to help people using your intuition to give people guidance. And oh God, look at that. Oh my God. I told you this reading was going to be lit, didn't I? Anyway, so I feel for a lot of you, honestly, a lot of you, I normally don't like to be like, every single one of you is doing this, right? Because that takes away free will. But I honestly feel like a lot of you and most of you watching this, there's going to be some connection to spiritual guidance or spiritual abilities, right? We do have the 7 of Water, so this can be some confusion as we weigh out our options. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? This could happen, but then that could happen. And if I do this, then that could happen. But if I don't do that, then that could happen. Right? So we're looking at all these cups and feeling a little confused. There's a lot of options around us, right? Which, I get it. There are, right? We could create almost any reality we want, really. But trust that guidance, right? What you're feeling is real. What you're feeling is real, and you're feeling it for a reason, right? You need to trust in that. Because if you do, you don't have to worry about anything here with the Sun card in the middle of your spread. Underneath the 10 of Cups, when you get that Call card, that is literally perfect alignment. This is you finding and doing what it is you were meant to do, creating that peace in your life. Literally everything is going to be great. Going to be great. Then you also have this 8 of Fire, which is it's a kind of speed and movement and things like that. But to me, this is messages. And to me, these are the messages coming in. Like literally the guidance you seek, you already have. You already have. It's on its way to you. You've already heard it. You have to trust it. The messages, what's coming in is so true. Honestly, maybe you don't believe it because it's like, oh my God, that's what I've always wanted to hear. That's what I've always wanted to hear, and I just haven't heard it. And now you're telling me, but I'm like, but I don't know. It's like, it's real. It's real. It's not too good to be true. It is real, genuine information from your higher self, from the divine, from your spiritual team. You need to trust it, right? Because this is what you're creating with the fear and the doubt. Right, this 10 of Fire, making things feel heavier, worried about all these things. Maybe you've been hurt in the past, which is why this Five of Water is showing up. But this is just that fear and doubt that everything's going to fall apart, that nothing's going to be right, that, oh my God, but if I give this up, and then, if I take that risk and do this, and all of that, you got to let go. And bottom of the deck, King of Water, right? So this five of Water cannot stand up against the King, right? Because he controls emotions. Five of Water is when the emotions control him, right? This is a very, I'm not calling you weak, but this is a very weak state, right? When our emotions, sorry, I'm not even holding the cards in the center. This is a very weak state when our emotions start to dictate our actions, that start to control us. That is not you, right? We already know King of Water is the overall energy, right? That's you being in control, not letting this freak you out, because that's where all this extra burden comes from. And this is not your truth. It may have been your past, but it's not you. And a lot of that probably didn't even belong to you. That was someone projecting or just reacting to something, and them throwing their own fears and doubts on you. And especially if this was something that happened when you were younger, when you were a child, that definitely leaves a mark, right? Because as children, we're not equipped to, like, what do we do with this? Like, oh my God. Especially if it was from someone, close and family, right? This is the people you literally rely on for a living. And if they say something, that's gonna carry a lot of impact. And now I think we're shaking a bit of that off, which is beautiful. You should. And then last card out, King of Earth. So another King energy, another strong, yes, masculine, but it can be masculine or feminine. So it's not a gender specific reading. I speak masculine as in energetically. It's a master of that element. This is you, grounded and secure and confident, right? I talked about that King of Water. I didn't have to worry about you guys holding back because I saw that call card. I also really don't have to worry about it because we also have the King of Earth. You are finding real solid foundations for yourself right now. But you need to trust that the guidance you're getting, the direction you're getting, those intuitive pings, and I'm not necessarily talking about like this reading, like messages you're seeing, but like your little intuitive hits, like, oh, I should do this. Oh, I feel like I want to start this business. I want to talk to this person. I want to pursue, this career. I want to take this hobby and make it, take this interest and make it something bigger, right? Whether it's financial or not, doesn't have to be. But I just want to understand more. I want to follow this path. It is a good path for you to follow, right? And honestly, it could lead to money for you. Oh, sorry, I'll call you back. It could lead to some money for you, considering the King of Earth is here, all right? So, again, take that as it resonates, apply it where it fits for you, and you, of all people, will know exactly where it fits for you, my friends. But beautiful, beautiful guidance is all around you right now. Trust it. If you are literally like guidance hungry and you keep searching for it, trust what's coming to you. Like literally, because I would even argue if you are doing that, you're probably getting message after message after message that aligns with what you're feeling or aligns with each other, and you just keep looking for more. You don't have to keep looking. Like, you're getting it. It's right there, right? It's almost kind of like, it's because I've done this many, many times where I'm like, oh my God, I can't find my glasses, I can't find my phone, I can't find and it's like in my hand, right? It's kind of that vibe right now. Trust the guidance that you're receiving. All right, my loves. With that being said, I'm going to close out your reading, wishing you all the best, literally all the best. If you like this reading, please hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated. I love hearing which stacks everybody gets, so please feel free to put it down there. I'd appreciate it. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're going to do a couple pick-a-card readings. Like, I was so like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. So who knows? We might just do one different one a day. It takes a little longer to edit and transfer these ones, so I don't know if I can do multiple in a day, but we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna do a few. All right. But I love you guys. Take care. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.